Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of you, dear friends, fellow Africans here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. It's a time for Africa to wake up. We are sleeping for too long. US President Mr. Donald Trump has suspended foreign aid, cutting off the supply of vital HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria treatments to some of the world's most vulnerable regions, including South Africa and some African countries. So, with program like PEPFAR now frozen, millions who depend on these life-saving medication are at risk. So, this is the time for Africa to understand that relying on others, depending on others, it is risky. And now you see Donald Trump has decided to cut down this hate. What does this mean to the people of Africa? Are we going to die because Trump has cut these hates? Or we need to find a new way to survive? And of course, I'm very happy to what Trump has done, because this is going to awaken all of us, the people of Africa, to support our institutions, to support researches, and of course, our leaders must understand that relying on someone or depending on someone is a risk to all of us. Trump is teaching us the lesson, and let us congratulate Mr. Trump because he's awakening our leaders. Our leaders are sleeping for too long, depending on US and other foreign countries for everything. So the time has come to say enough is enough. We cannot accept to die very hell. We need to find the solutions of our challenges. And of course, America is doing what is right for themselves. So we cannot come here and blame America or Trump for the decision made to cut foreign aid. So Africans, we need to support our researchers, to support our entrepreneurs, to support our innovators, to support creative people here in the country. And of course, I remember during COVID-19, Madagascar came with the idea of manufacturing a vaccine, but African countries didn't support. Instead, they ran away to Moderna and other Western medicine. So Trump is teaching Africa the lesson. So I wish Trump must cut all aid to African countries. Let us die because we have lazy. And if we are lazy, let us die. I have no excuse on that. Even myself, if I'm lazy, let me die because I'm doing nothing to this continent. Let us, our leaders, find the solutions for our challenges. We cannot rely on US, on Europe, on China, Russia, for everything. Africans, we have everything. Africa is the continent is so blessed with everything. If we talk about natural resources, Africa is so blessed. If we talk about environment, Africa has all kind of weather. You know, if it's about cold, Africa has cold weather. If it's about warm environment, Africa has warm. If it's about forest, Africa has forest. If it's about savannah, Africa has savannah. Africa has everything. The problems that we have, our leaders are not supporting young men and women to learn or to show their talents. That's the problem that we have. So Trump is teaching us the lessons. And let us congratulate Mr. Trump for these steps. We want Africans to stop depending on the West. We cannot depend on the West for everything. The West are there. They are not there to support us. We need Africans to wake up. And of course, one thing that is important for all of us, the people of Africa, is to come together. We have intelligent people in Nigeria. We have intelligent people in South Africa. We have intelligent people in Senegal, in Burkina Faso, in Ghana, in Tanzania, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Rwanda, in Congo, Brazzaville, in Kinshasa there. So there's no reason for us to come here and cry like little babies why Trump has cut the aid to African countries. And of course, one thing that I'm very happy with is when Captain Ibrahim Traores denied the World Bank and IMF loan, that Africa, we have enough to learn our own things. We don't need the help of the IMF and World Bank loans. We can do our own things. So this time around, we must come together. And I don't understand why our leaders are afraid to come together. I wish South Africa must lead this movement. We want the southern part of the continent, SADC, to come together. We need one leader in SADC. We don't need many presidents that are coming together, just doing stories and something like that. We want one president for SADC. We want one president for ECOWAS, for one for Alliance of United States. We need one president for Maghreb. At the end of the day, we need one president for the continent of Africa. We need a united Africa. To do so, I think we can solve the challenges. Otherwise, we'll continue to cry like little babies that Trump has done this, Trump has done that, but doesn't change anything. Let us Trump continue to uh, to close the gaps. Make sure that Trump, you are going to cut ties so that Africans we can wake up and understand what we need to do for this continent. So I congratulate Mr. Trump for what he's done. Maybe yes, we will suffer for a long time, or some of us will lost our lives, but don't care. Let us do what is good in life. We must focus on the coming generation. Let us not focus on ourselves. Let us think about the coming generation. What have we done as the people of Africa? So, Mr. Trump is teaching us the lessons. The lesson must be accepted, and we Africans, we must find a way to solve our challenges. We cannot rely on others for everything. I'm waiting to hear from you, dear friends, fellow Africans. What is your opinions? What is your perspective from what you heard from Mr. Trump cutting hate, especially on the health sector? So, do you think that our leaders will allow us to die? If they will allow us to die, let them allow us to die because they are lazy. But I hope if we can come together, we have no shortage of good people in the continent. And one thing that our leaders are not considering is the issue of considering our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. We have good people in the diaspora in Western countries. If we can invite them to come back, I hope we can get solutions for many challenges that we have here in the continent of Africa. So the time has come for Africans to come together, to unite, to find the solutions for our challenges. Up to that, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. See you next time. Bye-bye.